Okay, let's try that. I think it's fine. To hide a few things. Okay. So, as I was trying to say earlier, welcome back to Metroid Prime Trilogy. I've only got a few items, and I'm not happy about that. Only 60? Look at that. That's way too low. So, I'm going to start this game off right by going back to past planets and solving some of the puzzles there to get more items, and then we can go to the end of the game. The main goal here is going to be finding all of the energy tanks, because that's going to be really helpful for the end of the game. And if I need to balance the audio again in any direction, please feel free to let me know. Because I don't know what happened. But something went wrong. I didn't even touch anything this time. Alright, cool. Alright, so welcome back to Norian. We haven't really been here since, what, like the very beginning? Did I ever come back for any reason? Anyway, right away we've got a handy-dandy missile expansion right here. Last time, you may recall, I finished off with revealing all of the item locations on the map. So hopefully that will make things go very smoothly. Look at that, only 120 missiles? That seems wrong somehow. Okay. There's some... oh. Wait. The panel I can rip open. That might have something to do with it. Okay. Just a simple morph balling going on. Relatively simple. By which I mean there's no timing or bomb timing going on. Just watch out for these vents, I guess. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's a good start. A good second step, I should say. Now our blowtorch mode has cool green flame. You're into that kind of thing. Green is a very underutilized color for fire in my experience. If I want to get those missiles, I have to go through this little morph ball timing challenge. where these panels will move kind of randomly or erratically. But only kinda. Right, that's true. I'm thinking, copper is one of those materials? Pretty sure copper is one of those materials. Well, it's been a while since I've studied any kind of science. Maybe I'm just thinking of how copper turns green when it oxidizes. I don't know, science is hard. Especially when you haven't tried studying for almost 10 years. Here I am trying to think about science stuff, and now I got these buggies just trying to latch onto my face. I'm not a fan of this. And run on through. This is probably the map station or something. Oh, it's a lore database. Oh, special access codes. Okay. I forgot they were here. So, I did this. When did I do this? Like the second stream? First stream? I forget already. But you can put in special codes on Samus's ship, on like a transmitter, and you'll get messages from, you know, staff and executives. And these are the codes right here, but they decided to kind of jumble them up a little. So what you would do to figure out these codes is you look at like the position of each number in each of these four little groups here. Like the first numbers correspond to one code. The second numbers correspond to another code, and so on. Probably, I'm not going to remember them all. I really want to read about stuff. Or Brio, not really. Sorry, lore. Maybe another time. Alright, so here we're going to that third branch that, what's his name, that Rundus so thoughtfully took care of when, you know, the planet was in crisis. Now we get to see things for the first time, like these hoppers of some sort. Since you can come here much earlier, like, you know, when you beat Rundus, it's not going to be too much of a threat for fully powered Samus. Let's see here, but I think, oh, you know what, yeah. So I have to kill all of these things if I want to open up the pathway here. Which is fine. That's fine. Whatever. Would be if they could stop spawning. I vaguely remember there being like a ton of these things, but I guess that was it. Okay, cool. And more of these things. Okay. I'm going to call my ship here just to make sure I've got it opened up. I guess it doesn't really matter. If I do this right, I'm never going to have to come back here again anyway. Oh well, it's fine. Really? It's a shame whenever the seeker missiles decide to get a little finicky and just don't work. Hold on. What's my phone doing? My internet went down. I'm gonna be real mad. It looks like it was just the Wi-Fi. Alright, so hopefully there wasn't much of a hiccup just now. Everything looks fine on my end. I only dropped about 16 frames, so that's fine. Oh shit, it's another one of these things. You know what? I'm gonna try to fight this the right way, the intended way. Until I get fed up, and then I'm just going to go for the one-shot kill. What do I have to do? Alright, I have to shoot its tentacles first. Oops. Break free. The spinning thing. What is it even doing? What is your deal? Right, see, that's basically the process here. You shoot the tentacles, make them retract, then it spins around, you wait for it to open its big dumb mouth. You can stun it and then rip off the tentacle for real. You know what? I've already had enough. Goodbye. I honestly forgot that there was another one here. I remember saying last time that I'd thought that there were only 2 of them in the game. So, so much for that, I guess. Alright. Looks like our prize is going to be another energy cell, that's fine. I guess if I get all the energy cells, I'll go back to the Valhalla and check out the other unexplored bits. I think 2 cells means there are 2 more to find out there in the galaxy. What's going on here? Oh. I still don't get how the energy cells keep the door closed. I mean, what is this? 5 Nights at Freddy's? Now that's what you call a topical reference. Alright, let's take a look at my map real quick, because I can... Now that I can fast travel, I can go... Is there anywhere else I need to go to get stuff? Like it's just that maintenance station there, and then the cargo dock, and I guess that will clear out this area. See, this is why I wanted to come here first, because it's nice and short. Oh yeah, no, I haven't actually played Five Nights at Freddy's either, because honestly, I'm not casting aspersions on the idea or anything, but a game that's all about jump scares is not my idea of a good time. I'm not down on, feeling the tension of trying to, keep these animatronic robots from trying to kill me by having a very limited field of view. But I do want to say though, it kind of surprises me that at my job we have a not insignificant amount of Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise, um, and it's all like explicitly aimed at kids, which kind of makes sense, but dang. I'm talking, well, the main thing I really see are like backpacks and maybe some t-shirts. But it's like, I know the kids have to know. But who's letting these kids find out about Five Nights at Freddy's? That's what I want to know. Although I guess it is free, I think. Aren't those games free? I don't even know. I just remember that a whole bunch of them got cranked out pretty quickly. Am I even going the right way? I hope I'm going the right way. I'm just kind of walking around. Yeah, this seems good enough. So let's see, there is something. That looks like a thing. Alright, so I guess that was all of the items here. Neat. I don't see any other big white dots on the map. Oh, wrong advice. Alright.
Data received.
So I'd say we're off to a pretty good start. Alright. Alright, so I suppose next should be Brio. I think that makes sense, given that Brio was the first planet we went to after Norian. So we'll just start at the beginning as usual. I want to say I've mentioned this before, but I do think it would be really convenient if they would let you like open up the full map, or rather the zoomed in map of a planet before you pick a landing spot. Because otherwise, I think you'd have to cancel your selection and then open up the map manually. Oh, well. Speaking of opening the map manually, let's see what we can find. There's something right away at the gateway. I'm gonna want to go to the reliquary there. Alright. Okay. As I recall, there are some pretty neat things you can do here. You can also, like, shatter the ice that's there, and it'll never come back. So, rip in pieces, whatever the hell he is. I think that was a Reptilicus. Whoa! Stretch. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That's fun. So I was going to say that any enemy that you can grapple onto now, that might even include shield space pirates. I don't remember. But if you can grapple onto them, you can drain them of their energy, courtesy of the upgrade from Gandreda. Let's see here. What is going on? Alright, so I want to go... Okay. I got the gist of it now. Now, I found out that there's another one of the game's hidden achievements if you can get one of those Reptilicus hunters to shatter itself with its own energy chakram there that it likes to throw at you. I've never actually done it myself, and unless I have and totally forgot about it because it's just kind of a random thing. But to make it happen, you have to wait for it to throw the chakram, and then freeze it before it can catch it again. So I feel like that's kind of a small timing window, so that's probably why I've never done it. But that sure is a fun idea. I think so. Okay, I need to go left this time. Oh. And then slow down, okay. Fine. There's an item up there, and this is... I have to find a way to get up there. What am I going to do? This is probably one of those things that requires a screw attack, so let's see here. Is there a way I can... There. Doesn't look like it. Scanning will help. Maybe not. Well, that was worth a shot. Oh. Weird, I don't remember how to get this. Not something like messing around with geometry, evidently. I think ever since they revised Metroid Prime 1, they've been trying to be more careful about that kind of thing. Am I missing? I like the... oh, wait. Ah. Go back even further. That's my problem. I'm supposed to go over here. Oops. Oh well. These things happen. Ah, the reliquary. I always want to be careful about swinging to this ledge because I feel like if you go too far, you'll bump into the wall and just drop right off, which is not ideal. Is this going to be like a unique scan or something? I feel like it would be. Classic gamer. Anything else fun over here? Probably is. Oh, nothing. They just made this this room extra big for no real reason. Okay. Why not? I feel like head-mounted switch used for manual activation. That's weird. I don't remember what this does. Of course, it's X-ray. Is that all it did? Just made these jokers appear? Oh. There's a red one. I don't think it counts as like the red one, but... yes, it does. Okay, whatever. Red Phazoids are rare enemies. They're slightly more powerful than the blue ones. That's all I really have to say about them. I guess if you're looking for more yellow tokens, well, that's one way to get them. Alright, so if I remember right, I think we can just go back now. Yes. Now I want to go to the crash. Okay. That seems right. It would have been really cool if I could have reached that upper ledge, but oh well. I could have like done a screw attack out of the swing there. That would have been a sick move. We'll just have to leave that to you know, to our imaginations. Right, I keep forgetting. Enemies can attack through doors in this game. I don't think I showed it off in Prime 1, but in Prime 1, enemies would not attack you through doors at all. They could follow you up to doors, but they wouldn't go through or anything like that. Alright, buddy, do you want to throw your chakram at me so I can freeze you? And see, look at how tight the timing is there. Oh, you know what I'm probably just thinking of is how Metroids wouldn't follow you through doors, but they would just, like, get stuck right in the doorway. So, one nice and easy way to neutralize them is, well, just get on the other side of any door. And they'll just float there, and they'll make their noises, and you can just neutralize them however you want. Freeze them, shoot them with missiles, just hit them with your regular beams. Whatever you like. They'll just stand there and take it on the metaphorical chin. Mandible, I guess? They'll take it on the mandible. I don't know, whatever. Now we gotta take the elevator golem. Now we've got screw attack panels right here. Excuse me, wall jump panels. Another missile expansion down. Pointedly, no energy tanks so far. Messed up. Let's see. There's something up there. Oh, I think I know what's... Okay. This one. That should say it's done. And I feel like that jump is not the jump they intend for you to make, but, you know, it doesn't stop me from making it anyway. So up here we've got a prize for boost balling. And there's that plasma beam door that I never went to. Let's see here. If I want to get that energy cell, because you can see it's an energy cell over there. Gotta do some kind of puzzling thing, I believe. We gotta bring in like a battery or something. It's a whole big thing. Maybe I'll do it. Anyway, this area is technically unexplored, so let's fix that. Come on, it's not that hard. You know what, I'm gonna say it. Yes, for a moment there, I did have a little difficulty entering the hole. There. Get that out of the way. Anyway, here's the head of a statue here. We'll just lift that up and that's gonna open something, probably. Reveal The secrets. Oh. So the hazard suit that we picked up protects from fuel gel now, but it's not a gravity suit, so that's why it's still a little hard to move around. I can't remember if you have to actually use the head for anything. I'm just gonna hope not. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. This is fine. Means I can pick up this other item here without too much of a hassle. Unless I've done an optional puzzle out of order, in which case I'll have to come back later, which will be fun. There's definitely a puzzle where you have to get one of the golems rebuilt. And I just don't remember where it was. I guess we'll just move forward here, and maybe we'll find it that way. So, this area is technically connected to the Thorn Jungle air dock. There's some stuff you have to do to go like between the two places, and you know what? I'm gonna see if I can do any of that now. I mean, since I'm right here, might as well check, right? Okay, no, I can't. Alright. Cool. I remember there's an energy tank down there. It's the fact that there was one doesn't actually help. This is a door I skipped before. Well, I didn't skip it. I didn't have a way to open it. I had no reason to come back here until now. Ignore those enemies because they're chumps. Remember how the trilogy version of Metroid Prime 3 was supposed to fix the loading times on these doors? That's all I have to say about that. Now I remember. In this room there are a bunch of golems here that require various technologies to activate. This one needed some juice to, you know, actually magnetize the spider ball tracks there for a missile, I guess. There's an enemy here that just will not let me. Oh, I vaguely remember now. That enemy, whatever it's called, just does not like missiles. Fargle Hatcher. That's a. I can probably scan these, and it's probably called a Fargle. Fargle Wasp. What is with these enemies that develop the power to blow themselves up? I mean, honestly. Alright, quickly went from 900 to 1,000 kills. I just want to get rid of this thing so it stops spitting wasps at me. Not so much to ask. I can't believe I'm getting owned by bugs. How many times do I have to set it on fire before it dies? Whatever. There, finally. Maybe now I can take this spider ball track. It's always a little bit scary when you have to make a big drop like that. Until you realize that you just have to release the button just for a moment. Now this is a thing. I don't remember them, oh, I had time for random slowdown. I can't say I remember remember them ever asking you to do a double bomb jump while you're attached to a spider ball rail. That's neat. I will award points for that. Anyway, this golem needed heat to activate, so I'm pretty sure that means that it's going to breathe fire on something. That's how that works. I'm actually kind of a little bit surprised. That is exactly what it did. I guess you don't easily forget something like a fire-breathing robot. But I want to finish exploring this part of the room. There's supposed to be where I can go. Yeah, right there. How about that? That one needs an ice missile, so you can bet that it's going to freeze all this fuel gel here, form nice solid platforms for me to jump around. Let's give me just a second. I've got bratty dog who heard the garage door open and demands her immediate release. Okay. Let's give her... we'll give her 5 minutes before she decides that she wants back in. Anyway. Trying to remember where I can go to make these... Oh, right. Now that this stuff is frozen over, there are hidden platforms behind them. Opens the morph balls. Okay. There's a lot going on here that I don't remember. Okay, so what I do remember is you gotta use these crystals here to blow up the rocks, because, I don't know, the rocks are too strong otherwise? You will yield to the power of rock. Okay. Oops, messed up that double jump. Let's try that again. Well, didn't that work? Come on. There we go. Ooh, special ending. 75% means that is Zero Suit Samus. Get to see that. I can't remember if I retweeted it, but I'm suddenly thinking of something where someone called Samus in her armor One Suit Samus, and that was really good, and I can't remember where I saw it. Okay, so that just brought me all the way back here. What does that do? Oh, I think I remember what it was now. It was, oh, damn it, now I remember what I have to do there. I have to turn this thing around. Said it was missing a big battery, so I have to bring the battery here, and that's a whole thing. Okay. Well, let me reorient myself now. Anyway. One Suit Samus came from, I believe, it was the author of webcomic Awkward Zombie. A lot of good comics there. I think this one was about Marth having his own tier list of who he is and is not worthy to speak with royalty such as himself. She'd left out, you'd put Samus in there, but not Zero Suit Samus, because, well, they're the same person. We called Samus One Suit Samus. And, well, I guess that's about all I have to say about that. Alright, so let's see. I believe before I decided to take another path. Argle Hatcher again. Yeah. There's the stuff going on here. Unless I got turned around again? I got turned around again. So I want to go through the plasma beam door, which is right that way. Okay. Hey, there's a giant robot that seems to be missing its head. Wonder if I can...
Data received.
Okay. I was worried there when I scanned the thing, or when I opened up my ship visor and it said no valid target. I forgot that means strictly for a bombing run. It does not mean there's no target for, you know, dumping your cargo. So, there's another prize. Get missile expansion, which is, super useful. This is one of those rooms where you have to actually come back twice to open up a path. There's an energy tank. Come on, come here. There we go. So let's see. I think that's officially the Thorny Dock side. Yeah, the Thorn Jungle dock. Right. So if I'm gonna do this. What I'm gonna have to do now is go back to this hangar bay. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We'll go back to the hangar bay and we'll open up the other side, and also figure out how to get that energy cell. Why not? It's part of the adventure. Honestly, I'm just glad that I accidentally did it the right way, or the most efficient way, so to speak. Hold on. Gotta double check which way is going to be fastest. Okay, that way. This is good. Okay.
Data received.
So here's the thing about this puzzle. That large battery for that crane is in the Thorn Jungle. But like I said, you have to go to that room twice to actually open up a path through. And if you're carrying the battery from the Thorn Jungle, you can't bring it back to the first area. If you don't open the path from this starting area first, then you could end up going to the Thorn Jungle, finding the battery, finding the way to get to where you need to go on foot. Then you find out that, oh, you have to fly back to this area. It means you have to drop the battery, and you have to go through all that stuff with the giant head, I think. And then it's just this whole thing. Although I guess you wouldn't have to fly back to the jungle again, because you'll have the path opened up. Either way, it's mostly optional anyway. I'm just doing it because, well, because I'm here. Okay. I think it said there's an item or two somewhere along the way. Oh, here it is. Oh, that makes sense. It's at the top of this half pipe that, okay. Piece of cake. What I really need to go to, I believe, is the Jungle Court. North Court. At least I hope so. I'd rather not be the South Court. because it'll take a little longer to get there. I have to admit, not really a fan of sticking around to actually fight these Phazoids. They're not a super big threat anyway, so it's probably... At least it wouldn't be if the doors would open. God. Let's see. What's our big old battery? That looks like the ticket.
Data received.
Oh, it conveniently opens up another pathway, too. Go figure. Come on. I gotta figure that the pathway has to be at least somewhat useful, right? Yeah. Alright, so actually opening up the pathway isn't as time-consuming as I thought it was. Well, that's good. Now that's 2 areas of Brio connected, and I just need to go... Okay. Go up through top here, I believe. Ignore the Fargle, those wasps. Wasn't expecting the damage to cancel my space jump there, but it's fine. Everything is fine. As they say, I'm comfortable with the way events are unfolding currently, however it goes. Alright, about time. So, where's the... Over this way.
Data received.
Yeah, cool. Just drop the battery from several stories high. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Who cares, right? Oh, oh. Okay. So maybe trying to just ignore the gel puffer and jump right into its face was not the best idea. Apparently the game has gotten sick of my gallivanting about. Decided I needed a reminder. Even though I'm pretty sure I still have the hint system turned off. Anyway. Got another energy cell. I think there's one more to find. I guess I could check that real quick. That's not it. Energy cells. Yeah, there's just this one that I haven't, that I don't have the clue for yet, but I'm sure it'll turn up soon enough. I think that clears out both Cliffside and the Thorn Jungle. So next is the fiery side. Who knows what we're gonna find there? I don't know if you'd notice when I'm getting these little hitches with the game, but it seems like that they happen right when it's time for the Wiimote's vibrations to start kicking in. So it sure is funny to hear it just start buzzing, because the slowdown is right when the rumble starts. What happens is that it just stays rumbling at usually at high intensity for like a second, like a solid second. Next we've got the fiery air dog, and I'm trying to think. We're also gonna have to take a detour to the cold place through the warp point. I remember that much. Let's take a quick peek at where I need to go. So the warp site for sure. I don't know what the hell is hanging out in empty space there. Okay, so there's only a couple of things to find here. There are like 3 things. That's not so bad. Already did one here, right? Alright, buddy, let's see you throw your shotgun from that far away, please. I wanna get that Chivo. There it was. Oh, it was a friend voucher. Chivo. But I pulled it off just in time. I'm super cool. Time for the weird balloon ant things. I honestly forgot which way I need to go for the plasma door. Evidently not that way. Okay. Alright, so I think there's only one, maybe two items in the frozen area of Brio. The Chozo region. Take a look at my brick. And of course it's at the far side. That's fine. Getting back and forth shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Well, I said that, and then, you know, the game decided that, maybe it should be a hassle. But where there's a will, there's a way. There we go. This remix of the music from Phazon Drifts is pretty cool, though, I have to say. No pun intended. I don't think I took fall damage. Didn't put fall damage in this game. I did, though. Well, I guess it's a moot point because, hey, there's another one of those energy tanks I've been after. That definitely made coming here worth it. Honestly, I was worried it would be yet another missile expansion. Oh man, I just realized I didn't actually stop when I got to 69 items. Kind of wanted to, you know, stop so, you know, I could get a screenshot or someone could get a screenshot. Oh well. No, can't hit every opportunity. I believe this room is the one that probably has an item just floating off in space, according to the map. Oh no, it's the next one. My bad. That means I get to have fun avoiding all these shockwaves. That's the Metroid gameplay we all know and love. Oh. Okay. These things are going to be a pain in the ass at this rate, so fine, fine. Whatever. Am I going the right way again? Could be. Yeah. Not even gonna save again, 'cause I'm a rebel. Take explosions to the face because it's fine. Alright, so here's what I wanted to see. There's some phazite here. Alright, where... There it is. Now I get to go through this kind of maze-like area to try to figure out where's the pickup hiding. And it was hiding right there. Okay, cool. Another one of those things where you kind of need all items you can get, or just about, to get this thing. I believe that means Brio is cleared. Now I just want to take a peek at Alicia, see what all you'll need to get there. Okay, so there's something at the arrival station, something in the Steambot barracks. At the Hoverplat docking site, I guess. Alright, there's plenty of stuff. More than I expected, to be totally honest. At least, thankfully, there's a shortcut back to the landing site over here. Oh boy, let's see. I'm trying to be mindful of my time while at all this. I'm just trying to remember how long it'll take to do the final section of the game. And once I cross the point of no return. The way I'm looking at it, I do have most of the energy tanks now. I think I'm just missing 2. I don't really need any more missiles or ship missiles. So I might just get started on Phase right away. We'll see. After I get a few more items here in Alicia, we'll see what happens. Let's say in about 15 minutes, I'll just stop what I'm doing and then head over to get this party started. could have been close. I almost actually hit one of the gates. That would have been just embarrassing. Alright, so yeah, that looks like there's a prize over there. More fall, okay. There's a boost ball is what I meant. Can't tell, but that looks like an energy tank over there. Which would be even better. Yep. Great, so there's one energy tank left to find, and that's probably... Well, I actually have no idea. I want to say it's probably going to be on the Space Pirate homeworld. Because I have a hard time believing it would be on Elysia as well. Okay, I didn't want that to happen, but okay, it's fine. I guess I could try to rip those things apart, but they're not hurting anyone, technically, yet. I go here. Is there like a shortcut that I can take? No. Alright, I guess I'll go to the barracks. Not that far from here. Come on. Okay. Teambot Barracks probably had something that requires Spider Ball. Did I get a glimpse of it there? I feel like I got a glimpse of it there. Why aren't you going? Oh, Jesus. Absolutely pummeled by that piston. Yeah, okay. Alright, what's left? Hoverplat docking site. Okay. And power work. Construction bay and oh my god. This is storage, jeez. Oh wait, that's one way. Shit. Not extremely one way, but one way enough. But you know what? At this point, I forgot there's some stuff I have to do on the pirate homeworld first. I have all but one energy tank, and I don't feel like scouring the planet anymore to find the last one, so I think we're just gonna go straight there. Go straight for the final segment. I'm just going to hope that that's okay. Assume that that's okay. I don't think there's anything left anyway for me to do that wouldn't just be, you know, fighter ball here or anything like that. It's nothing as cool as putting together a giant robot and having it smash a gate. So, as I recall, I have to go to, like, the Pirate Command Center to board the Leviathan ship. I guess technically I have that, it hints that the game just kept giving me. Now I just want to see which dock would be closest. That's our solar system. At command center, I think. I think so. Landing station, definitely not that. Research facility, don't want that. Don't want the mining. So. Transit station 2A, that is go. Isn't there a thing for, like, bookmarking that I already forgot about? Oh well, alright. Point is, looks like we're going to the manned landing site. Oh, I just realized, did I take a second to look at, or to bring up Samus's face Now that she's at such extremely high levels of corruption. This isn't good for getting a view of it. The area is just too dark. I believe we wanted level 2. Hope we wanted level 2. So easy to forget. Yes, we did. Alright, cool. Alright. It's more apparent. Well. Alright, cool. Let's see, there wasn't anything to do in this room, I don't think about it, was there? Just hop onto the warp site, and then it's gonna let me, inject some code into this, Leviathan thing. Got a computer all in its brain. All that data download. Alright, so now it's going to tell me that, well, as soon as I pop out on the other side, it's going to tell me, cool, we can open up the wormhole now, Samus, so whenever you're ready, give the command.
Samus, we have gained control of the Leviathan. Now we'll be able to open a wormhole and warp to Phase. It's time to end this. Once you rendezvous with the fleet, we'll head straight into the belly of the beast. I look forward to fighting alongside you again, Samus. Godspeed.
Fighting alongside again. I can't help but wonder if that's like another line that was supposed to refer to, you know, another character who, again, has not been mentioned in the chronology so far. It is kind of weird. You know what? They can still believe in God, I think. I mean, they've still got Santa Claus and Sasquatch running around. So why not God?
Take heed, Samus. Once you join the fleet and the wormhole to Phase is opened, there is no turning back. Please be sure to prepare yourself. We wish you the best of luck.
Alright, you got that? This is points of no return. Once you're in it for the long haul. Let's see, item count is 84%, which is pretty good. Let's see, off the top of my head, the only things I would be missing are... I think there's one more energy cell that I could get. Pretty forgot. Let me double check that part real quick. Yeah, there's one more energy cell I could pick up. Probably like 10 missiles. And I would say, let's see, that's 11 items, so 16. Probably a few ship missile expansions and one more energy tank. Honestly, those are the only thing that would be relevant is the energy tank itself. I'm not concerned about running out of missiles at this point, and I'm not going to be needing ship missiles anymore. Or that energy cell, really. I don't feel like going back to the Valhalla anymore. So I think I'll make do with, I can't remember how many energy tanks are actually in the game, but one less than max is fine. Would have been funny if I could end on 83 items. Just because that goes back to, my high school days. In one of my math classes, for whatever reason, I was remarkably consistent at getting scores of 83s on all of my tests. I remember I even struck a deal with my teacher at the time. I asked him, hey, if I get an 83 on the next upcoming test, would you let me skip the following test and just give me an automatic 83 on that one, too? And for some reason, my teacher agreed.
Sir, Samus' ship has joined the fleet.
Thank you.
Was talking.
Leviathan Command, you are clear to fire the portal beam. Once the wormhole is open, order all ships to enter.
Affirmative, Admiral. Message to all ships. Prepare for entry. Maintain battle formation tight.
Anyway, the teacher agreed to this deal. I did, in fact, get an 83 on that next test. But I didn't skip the following one because it was really easy and I ended up doing better than 83. But I could have. That's the point. God, that would have been like 15 years ago. Jesus. Anyway, here's a cool space battle scene. But we're not going to be taking part in the battle itself. Our fight is down on the surface. Now remember, this planet is basically pure Phazon. So, step off the ship here and, oops. Alright, so, alright. Samus's corruption has gone so high that it's completely fucked with her systems. There it is. Due to critical levels of internal Phazon corruption, an emergency vent override has been triggered by the PED suit. All acquired energy tanks have been vented to temporarily prevent total corruption. And you are now permanently in hyper mode. Alright, so the gist of it is, we're going to be... yeah, there it is. The Phazon level is going to be the yellow bar at the top. So that's going to be our damage meter for now on. So that's cool. Going to slowly fill, as it said, and also as we take damage. Enemies will drop a new type of health unit, the anti-Phazon, that will neutralize the effects. But other than that, it's just the same as regular Phazon. And also, the more energy tanks you have, the longer your bar gets. You can see, like on the left side, up around here, it's sloped, but right there, it's cut off vertically. If I'd had the last energy tank, it would be, you know, perfectly symmetrical. That's going to be the only difference, I think. Oh. Break free. I think? Or, no. Got a morph ball. The grapple function seems to be really good at restoring your conditions, so that's good to know for the future. Can't time remember how to get up there. Oops. No, that's... I think I can afford to make a few clumsy platforming mistakes. And I will say, this is kind of a neat idea, I think, to have an area where you're just permanently in hyper mode. I didn't try it, but if you try to go back onto the gunship while you're, you know, extremely corrupted like this, the game actually won't let you. The quarantine function or something on the gunship just will not let Samus back on. Ship's computer's like, wait a second, this is way too much Phazon. Nothing doing, buddy. And you're stuck on your own. Those things are nice. They like to suck up your built-up Phazon levels. I think they use that to charge themselves, so you want to watch out for that. Still got Metroids here for some reason. I guess they're Phazon Metroids now. So it's fine. Huh. I felt like those crystals should do something, but I guess not. Roll around and just zap everything. Now that'll learn you. Oh, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Let's see if it'll do it again. Yeah, so those things that suck up your Phazon, I was right. They do use that to charge up an attack. And the attack will hit you for way more damage than it heals. So again, you want to be really careful about that kind of thing. I'm surprised that weird worm thing doesn't actually stab you. It might if you land the right way, but I did it the wrong way. Oh well. Let's see here. That would be something if the Metroids, when they latch on, they drain your Phazon. I don't think they do, though. I think they're just an annoyance. Alright, yeah, this is one of those, another one of those things. My instinct was to go into hyper mode so I can just demolish these things, and, right, I'm already in hyper mode. I forget so quickly. Are you the last one? Thank God. I love those phase ings. I think that's actually what they're called. I already kind of forgot. There we go. You know, just get grabbed by a random monster and shoot it in the mouth until it lets you go, as you do. Oh, look, there's a swarm of mini-roids. What's going on in this room? Oh, now this is like a larval leviathan. What I want to do is rip off these panels here. Think. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not cool. That is way too much damage. What the hell? I am not okay right now. The other thing is that you can't just like use your attacks to lower your levels of Phazon anymore. It's just gonna keep rising until you get health items or find the right kind of enemy, which is like I said, not ideal. I am in a very bad way right now. I think the checkpointing is a little forgiving, so we'll see what happens if I go too far and cross over into the dark side. It's how much this thing until it decides to go away. Oh, that's bad. No, that's bad. Finally. Oh my god. Give me all that anti-phase on. Oh boy. I was right in the nick of time, too. I think this is it. I want to say this is going to be final battle right here, or at least the start of it. You know it's not going to be just one phase. Say hello to Dark Samus for real this time. No longer just a specter corrupting all of our friends. This fight is going to be pretty similar to some of the fights in Prime 2. Hey, I can do that too now. he charges up like that, that's the time to attack because otherwise she'll get super strong. She'll do something big. I can't remember what it is though. Okay. Take that, Dark Samus. Oh boy. Now I'm fighting Dark Samus. The trick is you have to use the X-ray visor to see which one is the real one. Obviously it's the one that's glowing. A little bit of Dark Samus laughter there. Refusing like that is let's see here, there's a lot going on, isn't there? I want to see you can destroy the clones to get some extra health pickups, but I don't remember if that's the case. Taking a risk here. Oh, that was really close. Looks like I found the right one as well. I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, it's like playing a shell game, except the shells are attacking you. Yep, not helpful. I can't believe she just bum rushed me like that. Alright, cool. There's Dark Samus done. Finally, I've had enough of her bullshit. Except. Remember how the pirates stole one of the Aurora units? Well, Meets Aurora unit, what is it, 313, I think? I guess we'll scan it real quick. Yep, Aurora unit 313, the organic supercomputer that had gone missing. Right, so the gist of it is, at this point, we're going to pop the tentacles so that we can activate the glowing spots on its head. God, my health is really bad right now. I'm not happy about this. every now and then a little thing will pop out, and you gotta be, if you can hit it, it will instantly stun the aura unit, but it's really hard to do that, and I maybe pulled it off once or twice in my life. Gonna drop health for me. Gonna drop more health than that for me, please. Come on. Come on, that should do it. Hatches are open. Now its core is exposed. Now I can shoot the hell out of it. Alright. From the looks of it, I might only be able to do this in... It might take me 4 or 5 cycles to get this done. Take that hit. Thought I could dodge around it. For more Dark Samus clones, okay, it's fine, I get it. Which ones you just gotta lead your shots, fine. Looking good at 4 seconds. It is really hard to hit that one that just randomly pops out. Got a new attack though. I feel like I'm so close. My health is slowly getting better as this fight goes on, which is a good thing, but the real key to winning this fight is, making the Aurora's unit's health go down. Right? Fully charged shot right in the dome. Mortar fire. Apologies for all the moments where I go quiet. It's just, there we go. That's what happens when you whack the particular mole. Alright, cool. Come on. This ought to do it. Boy, that ought to do it for the second phase. Here we go. Weak points is a backside, kind of a well, you know, it's standard fare, glowing his weak point. Sometimes I like to just spray shots and hope that I actually hit it, but it's pretty hard to do when it's spinning. Especially for weak damage like a charge beam gives. I think when it's crackling with electricity, that means it's stunned. Just like that. But since it was at the edge of the arena, it was really hard to get in there to do any damage. I don't remember if there's any specific trick to dodging the lasers in that attack, but I guess it would be just get out of the way. Alright, we did it! Defeated Aurora Unit 313. And remember, Dark Samus merged with it, so that means we defeated Dark Samus too, like for real. See, there she is, shouting, no, you defeated me, how could you? Hey, look, Samus is cured. No more Phazon corruption.
Unstable energy spikes in multiple locations on the planet.
Oh no, Tia, I'm sorry.
It's accelerating. The planet's going to explode.
Order the fleet to disengage.
Well, at least
and
you're
prepare
just in
to
time for
retreat.
the fireworks.
Activate the Leviathan's warp field. Get us out of here.
Dark Samus defeated, Dark Samus, more or less being the source of all Phazon. Well, all the other Phazon is starting to like rupture and disappear. Well, the Federation fleet made it through. Did you see Samus? I don't think I saw Samus.
Damage reports coming in. We've lost 37% of the fleet. Half of the surviving ships are reporting heavy casualties.
Sir, we've confirmed the wormhole has disappeared. All the Leviathans are gone. The crisis is over.
What about Samus?
Negative, sir. No contact.
Oh no! What could have happened? Nah, it's cool. Of course it's cool. Your suit's back in original condition, too.
Receiving a transmission from Samus's
You gonna
ship.
talk? Of course Samus isn't gonna talk at the end. But just for a moment there, they kind of hint at it. Oh, right. That's right. She goes back to Skytown, because that was a Chozo construction. To enjoy sunset, I guess? And reflect on the friends she lost along the way. Here goes Gore. Ally of the downtrodden. I miss Gore. I think Andrita was sassy. Yeah, that was fun. That's true. It's not that Samus has no voice at all. Oh, but that does remind me. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this during Prime 1. But somewhere in the game files is an unused monologue that's supposed to be Samus talking about, I forget what. I guess they were going to put it in the intro, and then they decided not to use it for whatever reason. But it's still in the files, and I'm pretty sure you could look it up if you really wanted to. I'm sure it's been uploaded to YouTube or something. And I'm pretty sure they also make use of it in one of the Metroid tracks in Smash Bros. They don't use like the original recording of it, but they use that monologue. They just have like some narrator guy reading it instead. Yeah, that was going to be, once upon a time, the first time that Samus would actually talk, like with a real voice, and say words, and not just you know, pain sounds. We're gonna have to wait a couple more games before we get to hear Samus's voice, though. So, yeah, that does it for the Metroid Prime Trilogy. I would say it is definitely one of my favorite series, like, of all time. Especially playing with...
With the death of the planet
Oh.
Phase, Samus Aran's arduous fight against Phazon has ended. However, in the vast regions of space, this victory is just a twinkle of a star, spreading the light of hope through the darkness.
Forgot about that little bit of narration. The next game in the playthrough is going to be Metroid 2. And that's going to be really interesting for me because I have literally never seen or played Metroid 2. I have played the remake, and I've already forgotten which one is Samus Returns and which one is Return of Samus, which is why I wasn't saying them. The 3DS remake was really, really good. But I'll be playing the original Game Boy release. No idea how that's going to go. Voice acting. Troy Baker is in this? Wow. I had no idea. But yes, the original Game Boy release, it's going to be the first time I've ever seen it. So I have no idea how that's going to go. I'm just hoping that it plays a little better than the original Metroid because homebrew to stream via Wi-Fi. Oh my god. That would be incredible. Oh my god, don't tempt me with that knowledge. That is... Oh my god. Try not to distract myself with it. Well, my next day off is going to be next Monday. So I don't know, I might just take some time to look into it. If I can make that work, with relatively low, without spending too much effort, I might just call an audible here and play the 3DS version. Yeah, send me those links. If it's simple enough, I will definitely try it out. Because I would feel, I do feel like I'd be more comfortable playing the 3DS version over a completely unknown Game Boy version that may or may not have, you know, some difficulty improvements that the NES game really needed. Alright, so there's our final stats, 84%, 8 hours and 41 minutes. Got hard mode done. Hey Max, yeah. Done already with Metroid Prime 3. Drop a save here. Maybe I can take a look at some of the unlockables that the game lets you buy. Maybe there's some neat concept art or something. The neat little way to close out these. Hey, look at that. 83% in Prime 2, 84% in Prime 3. I forgot what my completion was in Prime 1, since that was on the GameCube version. Yeah, I mean, this was, what, like just 5 sessions, I think? So, yeah. The game isn't super long. But I'd like to think I'm halfway decent at it. Bonus gallery, what do we have here? Screenshot tool, can't do that. Prime 1 fusion suit, that's spoilers, so obviously I can't do that. Get bumper stickers. Oh yeah, all of these bonuses I won't be able to do because I need these green tokens, and those are literally impossible to get. Yeah, that's also true. The ship bumper stickers are a cute idea. The game will like read some of your saves. Well, it'll look for the presence of saves from other games, like other Nintendo games. And the gunship will get a bunch of bumper stickers based on them. So, like, if you've got Twilight Princess, it'll put a big old Hylian eagle on there. There's probably something for Mario Galaxy, I think? WarioWare, Since this is the trilogy re-release, there's one for having the original Eruption save file, so that's fun. There's the me bobblehead, that's also another cute thing. If you go into the ship, there's just a bobblehead that has your me in Samus's armor, and you can reach out and poke on it and make the head wiggle around, and it's but again, literally impossible to do. The dioramas are just the 3D models of certain scenes. So there's like the fight between Samus and Ridley down the 10-mile mine shaft. And it is really cute, and again, because of the stupid friend voucher thing, there's no way I'll be able to show that off. At best, maybe I could get a screenshot if I decide to fire up the Wii U that I have. I might actually do that, because it should be pretty easy to do. I'm pretty sure I have the bobblehead there. Let's see, what other things are here? Concept gallery, this is just concept art. Well, let's take a look at the Samus package. See what we've got here. Morph ball designs. Designs for... Ooh. But you know what? These designs are honestly pretty cool, too. I would be down with any of these three. I think the middle one is probably the coolest, but... you know, I'm kind of into the wings here on the shoulders for this version. This one's pretty neat, too. Yeah, the middle one is definitely coolest overall. Yeah, that chest thing is right there. That's it's reminding me a lot, like, of Iron Man, in a good way. He's got the arc reactor. Place game save, one already that has green credits. Well, that's an idea, but I don't feel like looking up a save. I know I've already got it on my Wii U, and even though I can't stream from it because I don't have technology, you know, I can definitely still tweet out screenshots, I'm pretty sure. So, I'll do that. I'll show off my my bobblehead. Anyway, let's see what else we've got here. And, sketches, it looks like. Ooh, different designs for the gun cannon. Here. My eyes immediately went to this red one. That would have been cool. But the blue ones here are also pretty sick. Like those. Looks like more morph ball concept art. Alright, there's an idea. Zoom in a little. Actually pretty cool. I don't think I've ever taken the time to look at this before. In the middle of battle, I guess. Wait a second. Is it just me, or did her arm cannon get blown off? Because that looks like her arm cannon just sitting right there. That's cool. I dig this. I'm glad I actually took the time to look at it. Any part of her armor blown off. Not something you really see in Metroid games, so it's cool that, you know, there's at least concept art for it. I mean, at most, like, you'll see, you know, the entire suit just get blown to pieces, you know, when you die, and, well, pretty much all of them, except for the Prime games. And lastly, there's the gunship. But, yeah, I don't know. It's really cool to see that. It'd be cool to see that in one of the games. Oh well. Anything else in there? Just creature stuff. Whatever. So yeah, I think that was a fun little bonus note to go out on. Yeah, like I said earlier, next stream is going to be on, well, next chance will be on Monday, and I will either be playing Samus Returns or Return of Samus. Yeah, I agree with that, Tia. And, I think it's fair to say that, you know, it's hard to let her be feminine when she's completely covered in armor. At least in my opinion. So having that partial battle damage to show some of it, you know, I think is cool too. She's just as capable. Anyway, before I let myself get distracted. So next time, Return of Samus or Samus Returns, depending on how well I can get technology to cooperate. And on that note, I think I am going to sign off for today. So thank you everyone for coming out to watch. Gonna put this up on YouTube. And then, yeah, make sure to follow the links below if you're into that kind of thing. If you want to find out when I'm going to stream again, or, you know, watch my past streams, you can, you know, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, you know, do whatever you want. I'm not your boss. Yeah. I'm glad to see you all, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. And until then, yeah, until then, I hope you all have a lovely time. Yep. Goodbye for real now. Oh yes, there will definitely be more Metroid in the future. Don't worry about that. Right, okay. For real this time. Signing off. Have a wonderful time.